In this video, we are going to discuss about solving quadratic equation using the completing the square method. 1. Solve x squared plus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. Step 1. Move the constant to the right. Look, the constant is 5. Let's bring it to the right. It becomes minus 5. Add half of the coefficients of x square both sides. Now the coefficients of x is 6, half is 3. When we make square, it becomes 9. Then we add 9 on both sides here. Then change this quadratic into perfect square. So when we change into perfect square, it becomes x plus 3 square is equals to minus 5 plus 9 is 4. You can check x plus 3 square is x plus 3 times x plus 3. Then multiply this, you will get x times x square, x times 3, 3x, 3 times x, 3x, 3 times 3, 9. So you will get x square plus 6x plus 9. Now x plus 3 square gives x square plus 6x plus 9. Step 3. Solve by taking the square root both sides. When we take square root both sides, we get square root of x plus 3 square is absolute value of x plus 3 and square root of 4 is 2. By using the rule of absolute value, x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus 2. Then solve for x, you will get x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus 2. So when we add, we get minus 1, and when we subtract, x is equal to minus 5. Therefore, the solution set is minus 1 and minus 5. 2. Solve 2x squared minus 8x minus 10 is equal to 0. Step 1. Divide through by 2. So when we divide by 2, we get x squared minus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. Step 2. Move the constant to the right. So the constant is minus 5. When we bring it to the right, it becomes positive 5. Step 3. Add half of the coefficients of x squared. The coefficients of x is minus 4. Half of minus 4 is minus 2. When we make a square, we get 4. Then add 4 on both sides and change this quadratic into perfect square. So when we change into perfect square, x minus 2 square, check it, x minus 2 square gives x square minus 4x plus 4 and 5 plus 4 is 9. Then solve by taking the square root of both sides. We get absolute value of x minus 2 and square root of 9 is 3. By using the rule of absolute value, x minus 2 is equal to plus or minus 3, and when we solve for x, we get x is equal to 2 plus or minus 3, and when we add, we get 5, and when we subtract, we get minus 1. Therefore, the solution set is minus 1 and 5. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Gazahay. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to get more video and hit the bell icon to get all notification. Please watch full video. Let's continue. 3. Solve x squared plus 2x minus 15 is equal to 0. Step 1. Move the constant to the right. Always just don't forget this one. So when we move minus 50 to the right, we get positive 15. The coefficients of x is 2, half is 1, 1 square is 1. Then add both sides 1 and change this quadratic into perfect square. So when we change into perfect square, we get x plus 1 square and 15 plus 1 is 16. Step 3. Solve by taking the square root both sides. So when we take both sides and the square root, this becomes absolute value of x plus 1 and the square root of 16 is 4. Then by using the rules of absolute value, x plus 1 is equal to plus or minus 4. Solve for x, you will get x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus 4. So when we add, we get the values of x is equal to 3, and when we subtract, the values of x is equal to minus 5. Therefore, the solution set is minus 5 and 3. 4. Solve 3x squared minus 12x plus 9 is equal to 0. Step 1. Divide through by 3. You will get x squared minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Move the constant to the right. Just when we move 3 to the right, we get minus 3. Step 3. Add half of the coefficients of x squared on both sides. The coefficients of x is minus 4. Half of minus 4 is minus 2, and when we square, we get 4. Then add this 4 on both sides and change this quadratic into perfect square. So when we change this quadratic into perfect square, it becomes x minus 2 square and minus 3 plus 4 is 1. Then step 4. Solve by taking the square root on both sides. Absolute value of x minus 2 and the square root of 1 is 1. Rule of absolute value, we get x minus 2 is equal to plus or minus 1, and when we solve for x, we get x is equal to 2 plus or minus 1. Then when we add, we get x is equal to 3, and when we subtract, x is equal to 1. Therefore, the solution set is 1 and 3. 5. solve x square minus 10x plus 24 is equal to 0. Step 1, move the constant to the right. So when we move 24 to the right, it becomes minus 24. Half of minus 10 is minus 5 and the square become 25. Then add this 25 on both sides and then change this quadratic into perfect square. We get x minus 5 square. Minus 24 plus 25 is 1. Take a square root on both sides. You will get the square root of x minus 5 square is absolute value of x minus 5 is equal to square root of 1 is 1. X minus 5 is equal to plus or minus 1. So the values of x is equal to 5 plus or minus 1. And when we add, the values of x is equal to 6. And when we subtract, we get the values of x is equal to 4. 6. Solve 4x square minus 4x minus 15 is equal to 0. Step 1, divide through by 4. X square minus x minus 15 over 4 is equal to 0. Step 2, move the constant to the right. Just bring minus 15 over 4 to the right. It becomes 15 over 4 positive. Step 3, add a square of half of the coefficients of x. The coefficients of x is minus 1. Half is minus 1 over 2. So when we square, we get 1 over 4. Then add this 1 over 4 on both sides. And change this quadratic into perfect square. When we change into perfect square, we get x minus 1 over 2 square is equal to 15 over 4 plus 1 over 4 is, you get 16 over 4, which is equal to 4. Step 4, then solve by taking the square root on both sides. So when we take square root, x minus 1 over 2 is equal to plus or minus 2. And solve for x, you will get x is equal to 1 over 2 plus or minus 2. And when we add, we get 5 over 2. And when we subtract, we get minus 3 over 2. Therefore, the solution set is minus 3 over 2 and 5 over 2. 7. Solve x square plus 4x plus 7 is equal to 0. Step 1, move the constant to the right. When we move 7 to the right, it becomes minus 7. Step 2, the coefficients of x is 4, half is 2. When we square, it becomes 4. Then add 4 on both sides and change this quadratic into perfect square. It becomes x plus 2 square is equal to minus 7 plus 4 is minus 3. Step 3, solve by taking a square root on both sides. You will get complex root. Over the set of real numbers, this quadratic equation has no solution. This quadratic equation has a complex root. When we take square root on both sides, x plus 2 is equal to plus or minus square root of minus 3. And the square root of minus 3 is square root of 3i. And when we solve for x, we get x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus radical 3i. Therefore, the solution set is minus 2 plus or minus radical 3i. 8. Solve 2x square plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Step 1. Divide through by 2. When we solve by completing the square method, the coefficients of x square must be 1. That's why we divide. So when we divide all of them by 2, we get x square plus 3 over 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now the constant is minus 1. When we move to the right, we get 1. The coefficients of x is 3 over 2. Half of 3 over 2 is 3 over 2 over 2. It becomes 3 over 4. When we make square, it becomes 9 over 16. Add this 9 over 16 both sides. X square plus 3 over 2x plus 9 over 16 is equal to 1 plus 9 over 16. And change this into perfect square. So when we change this into perfect square, it becomes x plus 3 over 4 square is equal to, and when we add 1 with 9 over 16, we get 25 over 16. Step 4, solve by taking the square root both sides. You will get x plus 3 over 4 is equal to plus or minus 5 over 4. And solve for x, you will get x is equal to minus 3 over 4 plus or minus 5 over 4. When we add, we get 1 over 2. And when we subtract, we get the values of x is equal to minus 2. Therefore, the solution set is minus 2 and 1 over 2. This is all about solving quadratic equation by completing the square method. If there is any doubt, question, comment, don't hesitate to leave under comment section. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you get some value from it. Please hit the like, share, subscribe and bell button to get all notifications. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you with another video.